Okay, so let's do a tarot reading and find out what is the energy that universe wants you to be focusing on, and what you should not be, what you should allow to just go away from your life right now, what you should stop focusing on, and also how you can make yourself more um, confident and magnetic. Okay, via tarot, let's take these answers. So this is my tarot deck, and from here I will be giving you guidance on how you can become more magnetic and confident via tarot. Let's see, and how you can be more successful and productive also. Okay, so let's start. My name is Nairita and this is Angelica's Tarot and Manifestations. So let's see what you can do to get the max from your month of March and what you should be doing right now. How can you become more magnetic? The first card that has come is the Devil. Okay, so for sure, one thing that straight up I see is to become more magnetic. And then comes the Ten of Wands, and then the Page of Cups. Okay, so to become more magnetic, first of all, you'll have to just let go of all the overthinking that you do, or all the negative self-talk that you do. When you want to become magnetic, then the thoughts that you have inside, that plays a very important role. So you cannot be having a negative internal thought process while you while you are stressed, and when you are very low in your energy, then you cannot vibrate at a higher energy. So to become magnetic, you have to have a good energy, and to have a good energy, you need to make sure that what is the kind of thoughts that you are entertaining, what is it that you're consuming, and what is it that you're thinking. Are you attached obsessively with someone? Are you continuously obsessing over someone, thinking about somebody continuously, trying to control situations, wanting to you are having too many fears and you're not able to sleep at night. So when you're in that kind of vibration, definitely you are not in your highest self. If you are taking too much load on yourself, if you're burdening yourself, with a lot of work responsibilities, life responsibilities, then you will not be magnetic. So what you do is you delegate. You first of all should know how to subtract things from your day. What things you do in your day that you can just not do in your day, like what are the things that you can minus from your day. That is very important. Once you know how to minus things from your day, you will have a lot of things. Then you can talk about what you can add. But before you know how to add, you should know how to subtract. Because if you don't know how to subtract things from your day, then your day will be just it will just get consumed with so many things that you will not even understand. Like, you won't get the time to add things, right? So what are the things that is not directly bringing you joy? It's not directly aligned with your long-term goals. It is not giving you good vibes. So what are those things? First locate them, and then first minus them from your life. So it can be endless scrolling, it can be endlessly obsessing over others, obsessing, thinking about things, right? Waking up in the wrong time, not having a good lifestyle, not taking adequate time for yourself in terms of how you look, how you feel. If you're not prioritizing yourself, you're just constantly keeping yourself in the last thing you care for, and you're very obsessed with other things, then you're not going to be your magnetic self, or you're not going to attract anything, because your energetic field is not in sync. So what you do is you get into the flow state, you connect with your divine feminine self, and you delegate things. You understand and prioritize what are the most important things in your day that you have to do, and then do them. Now have some non-negotiables, and those are, for example, prayers. Don't negotiate on them. The more you pray, the more you meditate, the better your mental space will be. And when you are in a good mental space, then you can take on any kind of chaos, because life is not going to be constant at all times. It is something that is a given thing. You should not have unrealistic expectations on how life should be. There will always be something or the other that will have the potential to cause chaos, but how you deal with it will totally depend on uh, what is your micro habits like. So your micro habits should have discipline. So those micro habits should be of meditation, of praying, and of yoga, of journaling, of reading good books, of consuming good things in your mind, so that your mind is a beautiful place. So when your mind is a beautiful place, you will always be able to navigate through things. But if your mind is a hell and you think only negative things, then no matter, first of all, you'll attract negative things, and whenever something bad happens, you'll be too caught up in it. So if you don't want to get too caught up in it, it's very important that you keep this place clean, keep your body clean, keep your surroundings clean, have an amazing routine for yourself. That routine should be very self-nurturing, maybe some facial exercises, some yoga, um, some makeup. And when I talk about delegating, then it's more about not taking burden on things without any planning. Just plan things out and have a particular, break the work down in small tasks and do the thing that is most required right now. Then have sweet self-love. It's very important. Put a mask on your face, put some night cream, day cream, hair mask, just do some candle lighting, some beautiful lights in your room. So do things that will bring joy in your life. Dance, listen to good music, buy fresh flowers. There's so many ways you can connect with nature. Just look at the when you wake up in the morning, connect with nature, feel the wind, feel the freshness in the air. Maybe if you're living in a place like Delhi where the air is very polluted, still look at the trees and the plants. Get a lot of plants at home, and those little things change your vibration drastically. You are not going to be stuck on a bad vibration. Plan where all you want to go, what all you want to wear. So the more you will be in alignment with the kind of life you want to have, you will be able to live that life. And the more you will be hating the life that you have and what is going wrong in this life, the more you will be stuck in that. So it's very important that alignment is there. Now I am going to find out how you can become more attractive. How can you become more attractive? How can you become more attractive? Seven of Wands. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for the things you want to do. Stand up for the goals you have. So if you have told yourself that you're going to write a book, then write the book. Don't lie to yourself. Don't say you don't have the time. When you start lying to yourself, your brain starts rejecting anything you say to you, because then the brain knows, and no matter what you say, you don't live up to it. So it's very important that if you've said something, then do it. Work on your body or your health. It's very important, because when you look good, you feel good. And when you have to look good, you have to give it time. Without giving it time, you will not be able to look good. And to look good, you have to feel strong. So work on your strength. Surya Namaskar or planks or anything, do them. What else can you do to become attractive? See, the strength card has come. The strength has to be developed internally also. Mentally become strong. When you are a mentally strong person and you do not get swayed with every small little thing in life, that builds character, and that is sexy. Like when you have a strong character, when you have a strong health, body, and not just that, like your belief system. If you stand for something, you should have some things you believe in, good things. For example, believing in standing for what is right, or about why you're here or not. What is the reason why have you come on earth? If you have come on earth to just waste your time, then it's not really true, right? Nobody has come on earth to just waste time. Whether it's about exploring places, helping others, so service should be there in some place in your mind. So you have to be strong on that. Well, how else can you become strong? How else can you become attractive? How can you become attractive? Yeah, the Eight of Swords. Stop thinking that you are stuck. Don't be in that victim mindset. That is so not attractive. Being a victim, I'm stuck, nothing works out on me, all of that. This is not attractive. Trust me. So what you do is you change your thinking pattern. You're not stuck. You have all the resources to do things what you want to do. You just have to focus on the right things. Okay? Instead of focusing on being stuck, focus on what all you want to do and do that. How can you become magnetic? How can you become magnetic? The Knight of Wands. So in order to become magnetic, you have to be passionate, have some passion, have some hobbies, do something that makes you happy, away from um, just by yourself. Then feel passionate for your partner also, so that will also increase your magnetism, connecting with your partner, enjoying with your partner. But before that, also find some passions that you have with by yourself. How you spend your solitude, that is very important, right? How you change your mindset is how you change your how you talk to yourself while you're alone. How else can you become magnetic? Four of Pentacles. Stop worrying about money or holding on to money. Think about what all you want to buy and just buy them. Too much of stinginess is not attractive. To become magnetic, it's important you invest on yourself also. So invest on yourself. Buy the things that you think it will make you look good, feel good. Books that will enrich your mind. Things for your home that will make your home look nice. So invest on things. Investing on your personal growth is going to make you look magnetic. Buy the courses that will enrich your knowledge base. So you do all of them, and I'm sure that will lead you to become a more magnetic person. How can you become more confident? Knight of Cups. So when you do something, do it with love and do it with a place of good vibes. Don't think about who will tell you what and all of that. Don't dwell into negativity. Moreover, focus on giving the love and feel love. Give yourself the love, and love is all it is in the world. That is actually the most powerful of all the emotions. And judgment. So it's very important that you cut out the illusions. Stop having illusions about things. Don't live in a facade. It's very important that you understand that what is true and what is not. So focus on what matters, and awakening ke liye you have to meditate. The more you will meditate, the more you will connect with God, more awakened you'll get. I hope you got the clarity, and that's it for today. I'll see you with another video tomorrow. Please subscribe to my channel. I hope you are very happy, healthy, and all your manifestations come true. Okay, lots of love. Bye.